Welcome for you all at the beginning of the session, wishing you happy time. Our lesson is why is the first meeting with your class so important? I'll ask these questions. Are you teachers? Do you like to be teachers? If you are teachers, you can give me answers about this question. If you are going to be teachers, take care about this question. At our last class, we explained the feeling and thought which passes to the teacher mind before the first meeting with the class. Today, we will move to the importance of the first meeting and why the teacher has all these thoughts. What's the effect of the first meeting with the class? What's the positive and negative sides of the first meeting? The first impression is very important to the teacher, especially if he go to teach higher classes where they can make imaginations about their teacher. The first meeting with the class cause the students get their first impression. No matter how experienced a teacher is, when they stand up in front of class for the first time, a culture of learning and behavior is being established for the rest of the working relationship. The pupils get their first impression about the teacher to decide which teaching pattern they followed, how they treat him, how they will be troublemaker, or each student will have his seat and listen carefully. All these issues and others will be decided based on the first meeting. It's important for the teachers of all ages and experiences to be clear about exactly who they are, what they believe in, and what they expect from their pupils. Consistency in the way you present yourself to the pupils is important, at least until you become fully established with your classes, when you can perhaps deviate when you deem necessary. This reflective process may prompt you to ask yourself behaviors. Are arrogant, pompous, sarcastic, conceited, intensive, dogmatic, over-refusy, bad temperature, inflexible, or inconstant? Do you enter the room in confident, purposeful, and assertive manner? Do you use assertive body language when you speak to your pupils? Head up, chin tightened, slightly forward, shoulders back, and easy confident pose. Do you avoid constant hesitations such as do you an assertive and decisive tone of voice, changing the pitch of your voice to stimulate interest in what you are saying? Do you stand in full view of the class to allow yourself the opportunity to scan the class? Do you make full eye contact with your pupils in order to personally engage them to the lesson make sure they are on task and not missing about? Do you avoid making too much hand and body movement? This tends to distract pupils' attention from what you are actually saying. Do you smile at pupils? Do you have annoying characteristics such as fiddling with your hair, stroking your beard? Do you give the impression you know what you are talking about? Are you boring? I'll never cease to be amazed at how quickly individuals make up their minds about other people. Much of my reading has focused on the labeling of pupils carried out by their teachers. However, it's equally important to explore the ways in which pupils impose labels on their teachers. In recent discussions with my class, I asked the pupils about the length of time it takes for them to draw firm conclusions about their new teachers. Their response was stage-gearing. The majority of pupils in these classes gave a new teacher between 3 and 10 minutes to initially prove themselves. When asked whether they were prepared to negotiate these initial impressions, very few of them admitted to changing their minds about their teachers in any significant way. Although this evidence is poorly anecdotal, you will nevertheless appreciate how important it is to make those early positive impressions on your pupils. If you stay in the same school for any length of time, you will certainly find the establishment phase easier to cope with. The reputations of well-established teachers often precede them, so it's worth putting a lot of work into this process in your early years at the school. If you move to another school, however, don't expect the transitions to be smooth. How often experienced teachers express their surprise about how difficult it is to establish their routines, rules, and authority in their new schools. We need to have a great deal of sympathy, therefore, for supply teachers who experience numerous first encounters with pupils throughout the course of their working lives. Even for experienced teachers, this is a very personal time to teachers, and I'm not surprised at this assertion that there has been limited research into these extremely intimate first moments between teacher and the pupil. I have long held the belief that the degree to which teachers are able to understand and control their emotions during these early encounters with their classes can have a correlation with the quality of relationships with their pupils, and as a consequence, the quality of their class control and discipline. After asking teacher teachers about their feeling on the first meeting as the real story that you may surprise of the answer. However, this man is assistant of head of department with 24 years of experience. Let us know what have happened to him after 24 years. What have happened to him when he transferred to a new location? The night before we return in September, I know I am going to sleep badly. I wake up every hour and get up very early, even though I know I have got everything ready the night before. I have to force myself to eat and drink as I will always feel sick. Once I am in school, I feel even sicker. When my classes arrive, my mouth goes dry. I never sit down for the first lessons. I suppose I need to look more matching, and as I am only small, standing when they are sitting seems to make a difference. I go over what they do when they sitting seems to make a difference. I go over what they do when arriving to the lesson. What equipment I expect them to have, and my expectation of how they should behave. I try to get them to give me reasons for rules, and I probably talk for too long. I have nightmares about arriving a day late for school, and about my classes having no teacher for that first day. From the above story, we can understand that even the long experience of teaching did not stop the effect and symptoms of first meeting with the class. Though you can govern your feeling with confidence in order to be able to control these multiple feelings. I advise you, if you are new teachers or going to transfer to other schools, to take care about what you have heard. Finally, and before ending this class, I would like to thank you all for attendance. Hope you enjoyed and benefited from this course as much as you expected, and wish you a success at your life. I'll be highly appreciated if you provide me by email about your feedback regarding this course. What are the matters you hope to be added or removed in order to take it into consideration when I teach this class in the future? My email is drmoj66@yahoo.com. DR from Doctor, moj66@yahoo.com. Thank you and wish you happy time.